great role in preparing the role play or the script about the lonely boy and the puppy. And now here we are. Let's read about another lonely boy who appears in the film The Red Baloon. I do not know how many of you all have watched the movie The Red Baloon. I'll be uploading shortly to you all that so that you will know the story. And the same story is depicted in this chapter. Before we could enter into the new story, The Boy and the Balloon, let us know more about the author, Albert Lamorisi. The video done by Romita.
Hi all, I'm Romita Maria from 7th standard. Today I'm here to tell you about the profile of Albert Lamorisi. Albert Lamorisi was born in Paris in 1922, starting his career as photographer. Lamorisi turned to directing in the late 1940s, making short films about the fantastical and imaginative world of children. His films were concerned with the issue of liberty, justice and humanity in the region. Lamorisi is renowned for his poetic, visual style and the childlike innocence of his storytellings. His famous books are The Red Baloon, The Boy and The Baloon, Bing, Cream Blanc, etc. So, thank you and have a nice day.
The Boy and the Balloon. Balloon. All of you love to have a balloon, and I'm quite sure that most of you have, or all of you have, played with a balloon in your early life. So here, this is a script. Here you should note that characters not even here. So as you have learned earlier to write the script, so keep all those in your mind, and what is missing here you will have to add there. Scene 1. A street. Just imagine about the street where the people are selling many things, the vendors are there, the people are walking, and here a boy of about 7 years is seen walking. About 7 years, that means he is a small boy walking on the street. There is a dog on the pavement. You can also see that there is a dog on the pavement. Pavement means on the wayside where the pedestrians walk. The boy bends down and pets the dog. Here, you do have got pets at home and you will be petting the dogs or the cats. And here the boy who has got a lovely nature in him goes to the dog and pets the dog. That means having a loving touch, soft gentle touch on the dog. He then goes down a flight of steps. You have learned just before the unit of this, the group of things. There you have already learned the flight of steps and disappears from view. View means he can't see again. He then goes down a flight of steps and disappears from view. Now we can see the boy because he was moving. Now the boy is seen coming down the long flight of steps. Again we can see that the boy is coming down the long flight of steps. Now I am quite sure that we will not forget the very word flight of steps. When there are so many steps, we will say it as flight of steps. Holding a small bag. Now he has got a small bag in his hand. Something catches his attention and he looks up. Something suddenly he saw and he is looking up. He stops by a lamp post. There he stops where there is a lamp. On the wayside there will be lamp. And there he stops. Looks up again. Looks to the right and left to make sure there is nobody around. He has seen something there, so he is making sure that there is no one here on the left or the right or behind or in front. He just wants to know that he is all alone and nobody is noticing him. He puts down the bag and quickly climbs the post. What he is doing here? He just kept the bag down and he started to climb over this lampstand. On the top of the post, caught in the rod. Rod means the wire that is going on there. That holds the lamp in a big balloon. What was the surprise he could see there? He saw a red balloon. He wanted to take that red balloon, that's why he was looking either side to see whether anybody is noticing him. The boy frees it. Frees it means he takes the balloon from there. Holding the string of the balloon, he held the balloon string. The boy frees it, holding the string of the balloon between his teeth. That means he was climbing and he is holding the lampstand. So he is freeing the balloon and keeping it in his mouth. He is biting the string. The boy frees it, holding the string of the balloon between his teeth and the bag in his right hand. So he has got a bag, he has to hold it. He walks down the steps. Again, he moves to the steps. Now, there are a few questions here. First one, the boy loves animals. Pick out an instance from the passage to support the statement. We have read it. If you haven't understood, once again go back to the passage and understand which is the part that says that the boy loves animals. Again, how do you show your love for your pets? That is a personal question for you. Next, third question, why does the boy make sure that nobody was around before climbing up the lamppost? That is also a question for you. Reflect on it and write. Now we are moving to the scene 2. Another part of the street. Now one part of the street we have seen and we saw that the boy was taking the red balloon. Now here another part of the street. The boy walks along the footpath of a busy street. Now we could see that he is walking and moving the pedestrians place. He is moving towards the footpath of a busy street. With a balloon string in his left hand. He is holding the balloon in his left hand and the bag in his right. He is taking the bag in his right. An old woman turns to look at him amused. She was amused because he was carrying a bag and plus the balloon. The boy stands amidst the group of people waiting for a bus. Here we could see that now people are in a bus stop and there he is also standing with the balloon. When the bus comes, the passengers board through the small door at the rear and the boy tries to get in with them. Now we could see that people are getting down from the bus and people have to get into. They are getting out and getting in. But the conductor points to the balloon in the boy's hand and prevents him from getting in. Here the conductor is not allowing the boy to get in with the red balloon. The boy was disappointed because he loved the balloon. He stares at the bus moving away as the balloon on the string wings like a pendulum in his hand. Look at this conductor. This conductor did not allow him to enter into the bus. And he was looking at this bus moving with the balloon. String swings, that means it is moving with a breeze, like a pendulum. Earlier in our houses we had the clock which has got a pendulum. You could see the pendulum will be moving like this, tick, 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 tick sound it will be making. So like that same way the balloon was moving. The boy breaks into run. Breaks into run means here he is not breaking. The word meaning here is the boy breaks into run means he is running faster. Holding the balloon in his right hand and the bag in his left. He held the bag on his left side, left hand, and then took the balloon in his right and he started to run. Two pedestrians turned to look at him. Pedestrians, those who were moving or those who were walking through the pavement or the footpath, they were looking at him. The boy runs along the pavement and stops before a thick polished door on the street. And he was running and he stopped when he reached the door. He knocks at the door and then reaches for a calling bell on the wall. There on the wall he was searching for the calling bell to ring. When the door opens, he goes in. So when the door opens, he goes in. A signboard says it is a public school for boys, and we can know that that was a public school for boys. He is getting in. So here there are a few more questions for you. Why doesn't the conductor allow the boy to get into the bus? Fifth question, comment on the attitude of the conductor. That is up to you. You can comment on it, on him. Sixth question, the boy has to walk all the way to school because he is not ready to leave the balloon. He was unwilling to remove the balloon from his hand. What do you think is the reason for the boy's hesitation to leave the balloon? That question also is up to you. You have to reflect on it. Go back to the passage with the scene 2 once again and then write these questions. Scene 3, the school yard. Now we know the boy has come into the boys' school, and here it is the school yard. A man is seen sweeping the yard. That means he will be the peon. Holding the balloon by the string, the boy walks up to him. He was holding the balloon and he walks up to him, means he went closer to him. The boy is asking here, could you hold my balloon? Could you hold my balloon? See here, you are also learning how to ask the questions. Could you hold my balloon? It's an appreciable question, we can say, because it is used so politely, since it is added could before the question. The sweeper obligingly takes the balloon and holds it. Here we could see the peon, the sweeper takes the balloon. Obligingly means just obeying the little boy. The boy, please don't let it go. And he is telling the sweeper, don't allow the balloon to fly away. He starts running towards his classroom. Then what did he do? He ran towards his classroom. A teacher appears at the window on the upper floor of the building. A teacher comes to peep. He looks at the boy and the sweeper and jots down something in his notebook. Then what did the teacher do? He looked at the boy, the sweeper, then started to write something on the notebook. So is the sweeper friendly with the boy? We could see the question here. No? Pick out the sentence to support your answer. If you feel that the boy is so very much friendship towards the sweeper, you will also come to know the sentence which is written about them. Is the sweeper friendly with the boy? Pick out the sentence to support your answer. So now we can see that the teacher saw him coming late. So the teacher has written something. The boy runs towards the classroom. He pushes open the door and goes in. Here the boy ran towards the classroom. You know that when you are coming to the school late, you will be running to enter the classroom as fast as you could. So here the boy also does the same. What may have the teacher jotted down in the notebook? Do you think the boy will be punished by the teacher? So it's up to you now to think about whether the teacher is going to punish the boy or not. Scene 4. The street in front of the school. Street in front of the school. Now we know the boy is there in the school. And the scene here is the street in front of the school. A woman holding an open umbrella is seen waiting before the school door. We can see a woman is standing near the door and waiting. The door opens, the children rush out. So when the school bell is out, you too will be rushing to go home. So same way here, when the bell was out, the door opens, the children rush out. One of the boys takes her hand. That means this old lady was waiting for a child, and as he came, he held her hand and they walked away. The boy with the balloon comes out after a few moments and runs into the street. It's drizzling. Drizzling means when it starts to rain, it will be just drizzling. So it is said that it's drizzling. The boy does not want the balloon to get wet. Here, he loves the balloon so much, so he doesn't want the balloon to be wet. He sees an old man with an open umbrella held above his head. He saw one old man walking with an umbrella. So what he might have done? The boy runs after him and talks to him. See, this is another kind of tricking others. He just wanted the balloon to be safe. He doesn't want the balloon to be wet. So he is talking with this man. The man allows the boy to share his umbrella, and this man is so good in nature. We could see that from the sentence, he allows the boy to be under his umbrella. The umbrella is too small to shelter the three of them. Who are the three here? The old man, the boy and the balloon. So the boy moves out of the shade of the umbrella and holds the balloon under it. Now, whatever we love and whomever we love, we don't want anything to happen to them. Same way, the boy is now getting out of the umbrella and showing the balloon just under the umbrella. Now, the boy gets wet, but the balloon is sheltered. Now, because it is drizzling, we said. So, it is set here. So, this boy is getting wet now, but the balloon is sheltered, means the balloon is safe now. Balloon is safe under the umbrella. They walk till the old man reaches his destination. He goes in through an open door. He went inside the open door. The boy looks to the left and right in search of someone else with an umbrella because it is still drizzling and he didn't want the umbrella to be wet. So he is looking this side and that side, or the left side and the right side to see anyone is there with opened umbrella. Here, one question is there. The boy moves out of the shade of the umbrella and holds the balloon under it. Why does the boy do so? Comment on his attitude towards the balloon. Dear children, you know that the space here is very little. As much as you can write the answer here, you can write and write perfectly in your